Political correspondent Gavin Riley joins me now. Gavin, this is total chaos. We've never seen the likes of it. I know the Taoiseach and Taoiseach have been reacting in the last few minutes. What have they had to say?
That's right, they've been speaking at a very hastily arranged press conference here outside the gates of government buildings. A press conference which, to illustrate the chaos of the day, was supposed to happen just behind where you are, Colette, on the plinth of Leinster House, but then was moved because apparently it wasn't considered appropriate for the Taoiseach and Taoiseach to stand in the open air of Leinster House. They were told to move out here to the street outside government buildings anyway. When they did get to speak, they were full of anger at the conduct of opposition TDs today. They believe that effectively this was a conspired effort on the part of the opposition parties working in concert to stymie the will of the people and the outworkings of the general election. Micheal Martin going so far as to say that this was a subversion of Irish democracy itself.
There was a majority of the people's representatives in Dáil Éireann today prepared to elect a government. They were denied the opportunity to vote. That is a fundamental subversion of the Constitution and of our democracy.
Micheal Martin there in no uncertain terms saying that it must be the case that the Dáil is able to sit tomorrow. Micheal Martin and Simon Harris were also flanked by their party whips, who said that in an effort this afternoon to try and bring some compromise, they had agreed that they would close the Dáil business tonight by setting up a new committee on Dáil reform, which could have dealt with the whole question mark around speaking time for regional independence. And as the press conference concluded, they did seem to accept the bona fides of opposition parties, that it isn't fair that under current rules they have to share some of their speaking time with independents who are in favour of the government staying the course. However, we end this evening in scenes of acrimony. There's been an attempt by opposition parties to invite Simon Harris and Micheal Martin to a meeting of opposition leaders this evening to try and hammer out some sort of compromise and to find some sort of peace where a government could be elected tomorrow morning. The Dáil does now resume at 9 o'clock tomorrow, but it isn't at all clear this evening whether we'll be able to elect a new government then either.
And Gavin, I know things got so bad at one point today. There were rumours of screaming voices in the corridors here behind me in Leinster House. But what about the position of Eowyn Murphy, the Count Corla, after today?
It must be said the position of the Count Corla has been very much undermined by the proceedings today. It is often observed that although one only needs a simple majority of TDs to become the Count Corla, that when you are there, when you are the chairperson of the Dáil, you need to be an acceptable chair and an acceptable figure to all sides. Eowyn Murphy was just 13 minutes into her first sitting today of Dáil Éireann before her independence and her capacity to make big decisions was questioned. She insists that she is standing by legal advice that she has received, that at least as it stands right now, there is no other way to accommodate these four independent supporters of government other than to be in what is nominally an opposition group. But her failure to publish that legal advice met with significant acrimony from many opposition TDs, and as the day went on, more and more TDs from more and more opposition parties all openly undermined and questioned whether she has the capacity to retain the confidence of the House. Tomorrow will be a significant acid test. There will no doubt be meetings overnight, led by Eowyn Murphy among others, to see whether it's possible to broker some kind of peace that allows constitutional business to be fulfilled tomorrow. But an illustration of Eowyn Murphy standing in the Dáil today, at one point during one of those Dáil adjournments, there was an attempt to convene what's called the Business Committee, which organises Dáil business, which is ordinarily chaired by the Count Corla, to try and broker some kind of solution. Very shortly after that meeting began, it was agreed that Eowyn Murphy should leave the room so that the whips could hammer out a compromise without her being in the room. That may just perhaps be an illustration of her very, very shaky standing as the chair of Dáil Éireann this evening.